Hello, Tracy here, welcome back to my channel. So no shopping haul today, but what I do have is as good as a shopping haul. I found this in my wardrobe, unused, blank pages inside, and I kept thinking about it last night. It's like, yep, I know what I'm going to do. So I've got leftover paper, bits of paper from tailor-made journals. This is French blue or blue French, I can't quite remember, that I was using on Saturday for Saturday's project. So I want to use it up because I love it and blue's my favourite colour. I've got quite a few sheets printed out. I'm just sort of, as you can see. So I'm going to Mod Podge some on, and I'm thinking of having that. Actually, no, I won't. I just seen this one. I'm going to have that at the front. So I will cover the front and the back and let it dry. I'm not sure what I'm going to do in the inside yet, but yeah. So let's make an ephemera holder. So I'm going to put this to the side and start tearing this down a bit, because I know that I definitely want that for the front. So we're going to get rid of this yucky white bit. So I hope you all had a great weekend. I didn't jump online yesterday because I was busy doing other things. I'm just going to make that a little bit smaller. I'll leave a link to this kit below. It's gorgeous. But I thought, well, you know, I might as well use it up. Could make a journal out of it, but I've got two other journals that I have started. So that's that. And I think what I might do is now, I was thinking what I might do is ink around the edges, but yeah, why not? Let's just trim some of these. I should have done this beforehand, but you know, jump straight in there. And let's go down there. I should have looked at the other side. Oh, yeah. Use some of that. So it's a real gloomy day today. It was bitterly cold at work. I decided to have a rest from my computer and went outside and helped do some trees so the trucks wouldn't bang into them. But yeah, it was freezing. And then not much else. Daughter number 2 is flying off tomorrow. I might do a whole lot of these, and then that way I don't have to keep stopping to get some more pieces. Yeah, daughter number 2 is off to Australia tomorrow. So both of them will be visiting over there, which is cool, together. Just go down there, maybe that bit there, just random sort of bits, and we'll go there. What else do we have? Yeah, it's stunning, this kit. I might do that. I like that along there. That. Do we or don't we? So much to choose from. So, place to myself and the doggies till about 8 o'clock tonight. so I get to really have a good play. I've got tea cooking, so yeah, all is good. All is good. I do need to watch the news tonight though. I haven't watched it for about 3-4 days, and everyone's talking about it at work, and I'm feeling like the odd one out because I actually don't know what they're talking about. Mind you, it's all doom and gloom on the news. Right, let's just start with that now. So what I'm going to do, now, do I wrap it around the edge? Yeah, why not? So just some good old-fashioned Mod Podge. And I guess you can find these sort of folders anywhere really. Let's just... There we are, and I'm going to like have a bit of overhang and then go over it again. Oh, I was going to ink it, wasn't I? Well, I guess I'm not inking it now. And let's do that. Yeah, so as soon as I got home, put the heaters on. I want it all different, so different ways. I don't want it all being the same way. Yeah, I put all the heaters on, and so it's warming the house up while I'm in here, which is good. Just being aware that that there is going to go probably about there, so I need a smaller sort of strip, I think. Oh, let's just put that, doesn't matter. I think I'll cover the whole lot and then place that other flower on top. So yeah, you can see I'm not being particularly careful. Don't even know which way that goes around, but it doesn't matter. Let's just pop it down. Had a lovely tea last night with the neighbours, so really enjoy going out for tea with them, and I know that they're watching. One under duress, which probably doesn't want to watch me and listen to me, and the other one definitely. So actually I don't want that there because it's too much the same as that. So let's just put it there, and we'll go over, pull it down. So I need to probably halfway through this week film ahead. I'm off to, this time I'm definitely off to see my mother. I didn't go and see her last weekend because of the terrible weather. So I'll pop on down and go see her, pick up the Mercedes, bring it home, get rid of it, sell it, and then another chapter will be closed. Right, I don't want writing on writing, so let's go here. couldn't wait to get home to start this. And you can go like that down that side. I was almost tempted to come home and get in the garden, as cold as what it is, but I've neglected it quite a lot, and we had a discussion last night when we got home from dinner how I don't go up into the greenhouse as much as what I used to, which is fine. It's cold outside. Why would I want to go out there when it's warmer inside, I say. And let's put that there. That will get covered by some material. I'm thinking about putting this material on the spine. But yeah, I think this will be really cool. I'll be able to put all my labels in here that I print out. They'll be all in one spot, which is really cool. Right, what's on the other side of this? I could do that. No, I don't think. I think this will do. So there we have that so far. I'm just going to put that there and grab some more pieces of paper. See, I quite like this. So, not itchy. Actually, that's really cool, isn't it? Along there. So let's grab that bit. Let's move that across. You're going to stay. Yep. And that wasn't particularly straight. I can see that even with my wonky eyes. Straighten that up a bit. Maybe like that. There we go. And then maybe that bit up there. I like to add a lot of Mod Podge. Better have too much than too less, I say. Right, then we need, that's why not go there. I don't know if I mentioned it in my last video. I don't think I did, because I don't think I actually watched it till Saturday night, but we watched a couple documentaries on Netflix. One was American Apparel, which was very interesting, and the other one was, what was it called? I can't remember what it was called, but it was about the cruise liner that, and if you're American and you're listening, you'll know exactly what I'm talking about. It was about the cruise liner that had a fire and then basically got stranded. And yeah, and because it had a fire, then they lost power. They lost toilet facilities, didn't they? So it was all about that. It wasn't funny at all. It would have been horrifying if you were on there. Here we are. Look at that. It would have been absolutely horrifying, but yeah, just it was really bizarre. It was actually a good watch. It was something that you would watch if, you didn't really have anything else. You didn't want to watch a movie or weren't in the middle of a series or anything like that. You just wanted something to sort of, bit of mind fodder. Right. Right, I'm just going to really soak this. And then I'm going to place it down about there. And that looks straight enough. Could be my wonky tearing, but yeah, that's cool. Happy with that. Then all I'm going to do is just go over it with Mod Podge to seal it, and then I'm going to put it to the side to dry. And I'm hoping that those little lumps are going to go out of it, and if they don't, it doesn't matter because it's only for me. At this stage I might finish it and think, oh yeah, no, I'm going to do another one. Who knows? I'm just trying to squish those air bubbles out. Once it's dry, I will come back and trim across the corners. So we might do that tomorrow. It might be a couple really quick videos just showing you the progress on this, because I wouldn't mind like trimming the corners, gluing this, and then doing the back. Right, let's put this aside to dry, and then I'll show you what I want to do for the inside. Put the lid on that. I'll go wash that later. Come on. We'll put this to the side, way out of the way. Righty-ho. Get these out, because it also means I can actually print out some more labels and cut them out. So it'll be really cool. I'll have somewhere to put them instead of, like, at the moment they're in about 3 different folders. Right, so I have all of these 49 in Market, and what I was thinking was I'm going to use them inside. And I love the back and front of these, so I already took one of the things out. Hang on, I'll just grab one. It's a 3-ring folder, and so what I need to do is trim down there, but I might not. I might just I want to get the size of this. So I'm not going to measure it and all that. I'm just going to use one as my template. So this is the top, this is the bottom, and I'm going to go across there, and then what I'm going to do is just draw a little hole where the holes are, because I don't have a 3-ring punch. Like this. So you could pick up anything like this, I guess, out of Kmart, Warehouse, and there's a bit of scrap. Anywhere really, if you wanted to do this project. And like my other ones are all sewn in, whereas this will be like a ring binder type thing. So there is one of my pages. Now what I'm going to do before I do anything else is I've done the same on this piece of vellum. So I'm going to, it's exactly the same size actually, and I didn't have to do that one across the top, I just need to do this way. Now I need to work out, so that will go that way. Now I need to work out how many I will get. So I'll probably do one about there, one about there, and one about there. So maybe let's try an inch, maybe inch and a half. Just stand up for this so I can see what I'm doing. So there's, we'll do it this way. So there's an inch and a half. Yeah, I think. Let's try 2 inches. Let's try to there. Yep, I think I'll be happier with that. So let's do a couple 2 inches. And 3. Yeah, that will be perfect. And then we've got this bit here. And I wonder, oh, just shy. Right, so we don't need that, don't need that, don't need that. And all I'm going to do, I'm debating whether to sew, whether I sew it for the pockets or whether I just glue it. And do one there and then do one about there. And we'll get rid of that one for now till I find the rubber eraser. So yeah, I mean we could do that smaller one, the 1.5 at the top for the smaller labels, and I might even do that. So I've got 2, 2 and 1.5. Makes sense? And then the bigger labels can go on the bottom, medium, and if there's smaller labels they can go on the top, or the bigger ones can't. There's still that much gap there that the smaller bigger labels can go on. So I think what I might do is glue this, since really I'm just mucking around, and you're if you're watching, you either A, want to make one because you haven't made one before, or 2, just watching to see what I'm doing. And I'm just rambling along, making it up as I go. So I'm trying to get at the very edge. I mean, you could sew these down, and I do believe one of them I have sewn, not this but the signature one. I have sewn, but glue works just as well. So if you don't have a sewing machine, don't worry. And then we'll do that one about there. And the good thing about using art glitter glue is it dries real fast. If anyone in New Zealand is looking for, so when I first started doing my ephemera holders in my girls' own journals, I really struggled to find vellum. But if you're in New Zealand, I tell you, go to Warehouse Stationery, and these, you get a pack. Let me just open it up. And all they are vellum, value vellum paper, 20 sheets, A4, cheapest chips, and they're just as good as the more expensive brand. Right, and then last one. And so I'll sit here for probably the next hour before the dogs get fed and start looking at me. They just come up to me and look at me and say, when are you going to feed us? So I'll probably go about there. Yeah, I'll just keep going and do a few of these sheets, and then so what I plan on doing, so the paper cameo, I've got 2 of her kits that I want to reprint, and I'll trim those, put them in, and then I've got a label machine, and I'll just put the paper cameo. Might put the paper cameo and then what the kit's called, I don't know, but at least I'll know. And the beauty of that is, say if all her labels for one kit fit here and there, and then I print the second kit out, so I've got another piece that's the paper cameo. Who knows, 2 months down the road she might do another label kit, and I'll just be able to grab one of these that are empty and slot it in, so all the paper cameo will be together, all the Tracy Fox will be together. That's the beauty of having these 3-ring pamphlets. So we know that one goes there, and I try and keep them pretty much glued to the same spot on both sides because it just makes it nicer looking. And it's really cool because 49 Market, their paper is really thick. I mean, I guess you could use Tim Holtz, you could use Stamperia. Their papers are really good quality, really thick. Yeah, so I will carry on and I will cut some more strips out, some more paper. I'll get a whole heap of paper, all cut, ready to go in while that cover is drying. So what I'm going to do here, find out where so it's about there. Cool, and I need to cut another strip, like the smaller strip for up there, but that's what I plan on doing, and that is what I was thinking about last night when I woke up about 2 o'clock in the morning. So already that's quite stuck down. Like, you'd be hard pushed to really pull that off now. If you did try and pull it off, it would rip the paper. So yeah, and once I cut that bit there, I will then go along with my crocodile and punch those holes. I might even put eyelets in them, which wouldn't be a silly idea, although I might trial it first because they might not fit, you know, in the ring bound thing. So that's it. I wanted to jump on, say hi, because I didn't do a video yesterday and I was feeling a little bit guilty. But yeah, I will carry on doing this since I'm home alone. And yeah, I think that's going to be a really cool project. That's not far off drying. It's gone a bit wrinkly. That's pulled up a little bit, so I'll put some more glue underneath. But it's still, actually, it's still quite damp. But I think that's going to be really cool. So I might even catch you back tomorrow. I'm going to trim some more of these, do some more vellum, might stick some glue underneath there, and yeah, I might even try and get the old heat gun out and try and dry it a bit faster. So I will show you where I'm up to tomorrow. So until then, I will wish you all a great night, and I will see you later. Bye for now.